Welcome to Lounge TV, I'm Larry, and that there is Tom.
Yep.
I am dying here, guys. I am sweating to death. Probably the humidest day here so far.
It is pretty warm out.
And I worked on the coupe earlier, but I wanted to show Tom how to change oil in your car.
It is an important thing.
One of the first things you want to do is...
Especially for money saving.
Huh?
It's especially for money saving.
Yeah. Try to find your little lever up in there. Hello? Where you at, Mr. Lever? There you are. Alright. I haven't been in this engine for very much. Oh, here it is. I got a little inky dinky one over the other side. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I got. Alright, so you can see my oil filter down there, Tom. See it? You probably see it over on this side a little bit. See where it says Motorcraft?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's the oil filter, right? Okay, but you don't want to take that off first. First thing you want to do is take the oil from your oil pan. That's down there. So you have the little bolt down there that you have to get off. And bring all your tools out. So I got my trusty, this is what I use for an oil wrench. A lot of other people will buy the actual ones, but you know, we've bought so many different cars. They're all different sizes all the time. So this thing works pretty good. It's just a belt. It's pretty cheap. You put it around the oil filter, put this like this, it goes like that. It'll grab a hold of it, and then you can just turn it.
Oh.
Yeah, lefty loosey, righty tighty. If you can't turn it with your hands. You know, you're only supposed to put it like hand tight and then a little bit more past that. You're never supposed to, you know,
like
crank
over tighten it.
Yeah, when you tighten it, you don't crank it on with a wrench. But sometimes when it's been on there for a little while, it's harder to get off.
Right.
All right, so here's I have my oil, I don't even know what you call it, catcher. Anyway, I have this, but this is too high for underneath my car. It's also too high for underneath your car, because your car is even lower than mine.
Yeah.
This is what, as a matter of fact, I'm going to need new tires soon. Very soon. Yeah. They look just like this, don't they? Not a whole lot of tread. Yeah, so I have a smaller pan that's smaller, shorter, that's underneath it right now. I have it right around where the oil pan is. But the first thing I got to do is figure out exactly what size it is that I need. Which for me, I know that this is, I believe this is a metric car. So I'm going to just take a couple of these underneath.
It makes sense. It's not American made.
Right. I'm going to take a couple of these underneath and see.
Actually, wait, that is a question that I don't know. Like, is it actually different? Like, are American made cars in imperial units, inches, etc.? While like European or Asian cars are metric?
Yeah, I don't know if I know that, you know, Nissan is metric, so I would imagine so. I don't know if the American car dealerships, if they've turned over or not. You know, I really just don't know. So anyway, I want to go down and see if this is going to fit the, so I'll be making several trips. It's always comfortable on a nice gravel like this, you know?
Oh yeah.
And of course this one don't fit. So here's my oil plug right here, Tom. Can you, where you at?
Like over here.
See where my finger is? There's a little bolt right there.
Oh yeah, I see it.
And that's the plug that I needed to unscrew to take out. And then I got to move this underneath it so that this will just empty into that.
Okay. That makes enough sense.
Yeah. So it's not this. I wasn't off by too much. This was 12, so I'm going to try getting see if I got a 13 and a 14 in here. I have these organized so well. Here's a 14. I want to find a 13 before oh, and 13.
Well, there you go.
Alright, so now I'll go back under and see if these, yeah, these tires are bad. I gotta get new tires.
Huh.
Jeez. You know, it's funny because I hardly drive this thing, you know. Okay, so it's not 13, it must be 14. Yep, there it is. Okay, so there we go. I got the right one now. Okay, just have your wrench set up. So remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Yep.
Right?
Luckily, that's universal.
Usually, sometimes it's not. But on something like this, it would be.
Yeah.
This is going to get a little messy too. Because when you untighten this, it'll start coming out. And hopefully I can get this from this angle. It's going to be, oh yeah, it's going to be fun. Let's see, am I doing it the right way? Oh, that's righty tight. Wait a second. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I looked into the sun just then, so I'm partially blind.
And you're probably gonna sneeze.
Okay. Oh, jeez. This is a knuckle buster. Wow. I must have been feeling strong when I put that on, huh?
I'm guessing this is why you don't over tighten it?
Oh, there we go. Okay, once you break it like that, you'll be able to get it out with your hand. So at this point, get this underneath there.
Now, when you say break,
What's that?
I said when you say break, I'm assuming you don't literally mean break.
No, it means break it. It just means that, see, I just got it off. See the oil coming out now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, see how nice and clean that looks? Not at all.
Well, it's oil.
So, I'm going to take this little bolt, put it there. And that's why I brought a towel out here.
Delicious.
And you're just going to let that drain. You can't even take the oil filter off until that's all drained.
I believe it.
Now, your little bolt here, you can see there's a washer on there. Make sure that that's still on there, not stuck onto that, because you need that.
Gotcha.
Sometimes people change them. I don't. Nothing like oil all over your hand, you know?
Yeah. So I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
would it be like easier, or is it not recommended to have like, I don't know if there's like a term for it, but like blocks to kind of like drive the wheels up onto?
Yeah, Uncle Jeff, I think, has ramps. And you can put them up on ramps. They're little ramps that you do. For something like this, I mean, I can get under it, so your car, like I said, is a little harder. I've done it under your car, though, before. And I've also, if you can find a part of, you know, somewhere's on the ground where you see like a little dip in there, and you can get both tires over, it'd be easier to, like for instance,
that would work.
Your car would probably be easier over here. Like right here, because it's a dip kind of like right in here.
Okay.
Or you drive it up there and right in here. You know what I mean? Get your tire over there and over
one
here.
tire there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be pretty easy that way. Plus you have more shade over there too, right?
Yeah, really.
So your next step is to take the oil filter off when it's done draining here.
Right.
And the oil filter itself, it has quite a bit of oil in it, so it's just so much fun. It actually doesn't take that long. The worst part, when you're getting up to be my age, is this part.
The up and down.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just dripping now, so that's pretty good. So it's pretty much empty, right? Now I gotta find my oil filter, which should be right here. And I'm gonna see if I could turn it with my hand. I doubt it, especially since I can't really get my hand in there. Okay, so now I'll take this. And you got to figure it out first. All right, because my oil filter is that way, right? And I want to be able to turn it. You want to make sure that, let's see, I want to turn it that way. See, you got to have this in there just right and figure out exactly which way to do it. Nothing like getting dizzy going up and down like that, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
This is the fun part. I remember having a nightmare time last time. Okay, so I have it on there right now, and I'm working blind right now, right?
Working blind.
I'm working blind, and I can't find the groove to put that thing in. Where is it at? Normally, I'd be by myself, and I'd be cussing up a storm right now. Right, Tom?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so,
I mean, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be here.
so I think I have it there. I think. I can't see. I can't see. Yeah, that's not right. I gotta get this. Son of a mother. You know the worst thing also is?
What's that?
Getting sweat in your eyeball.
And then you
Yeah,
can't
see,
wipe it out.
I'm working blind here. I'm going to try to go from up top and see. But I got get sweat right in my eyes.
But you don't want oil in your eyes.
Well, they'd be well lubricated. Right?
And probably highly irritated.
Alright, I don't know if I can get this from up here. See, that's the other thing. When you get oil all over your hand like that, now your hand's slippy and it's hard to grab a hold of the filter to try to get it off with your hand even. But as you can see, my hands, there's not a whole lot of room in this engine. Let me try to go like this. That thing hurts. See if I can get the wrench going this way. I don't know if I can because it's not in a really good spot here, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hoses.
A lot of obstacles.
A lot of obstacles. Okay. Okay, get it over like that. Put it in the slot. I remember having a pain. Now see, if you had those ramps, right, this would be a lot easier, Tom.
Yeah, because you really kind of get under the car. And
I'm not going to be able to do it from here because I wouldn't even be able to turn it. So I got to work from underneath.
No, just take it slow so you don't get too dizzy.
Yeah, so next step is this, guys. When I get this off, Tom probably wants to leave the camera on because I'll probably be cussing at some point.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think which way I want this, you know? I think I want it this way. Yeah, because I want it to be on there like this and then go like that. Okay, so let's go like this. We'll try it again. Round 2. Well, that's right, I can't see crap. Okay, I'm going blind again. You know, I love how manufacturers make these so that it's not that easy to do yourself, you know?
Well, yeah, then you gotta take it back to the dealer or manufacturer, have them do it, give them money to actually do it, and it makes it a lot more expensive.
Huh. You gotta be a contortionist in here, you know?
Yeah.
Jeez. I have it on there. The problem is it's not getting tight on there, so I have to figure out. I think I have to go the other way. I think I gotta go this way. I gotta find it now. There you go. Okay, now hopefully. Come on. Oh, jeez. Huh. Okay. How in the world did I use this last time? That's what I want to know. I know I used it here. Okay, it's got to be this way. It's got to be this way. Wonder if this is when I got fed up and I said, Jeff, can I borrow your ramps? Because you just can't get in here right. And especially since it won't get tight. Huh. I never did. No, that's not getting it.
Honestly, I'm more surprised you never like built your own ramps.
I wouldn't trust wood for this.
Oh, that's also a good point.
All right. So this is not working right. I have to figure out what I'm going to use to get that thing off.
And as is usual for this sort of thing.
Yeah, I have
Go
something
smooth
else
until it
I'm going to
doesn't.
try. I have a big pair of, like, I think they're monkey pliers. Shut up.
Huh?
I said I think they're called monkey pliers.
Well,
I said shut up.
Yeah,
I know what you're thinking. Calling me a monkey. All right, I'm gonna go get them. Turn the camera off. I'll go get them and see if if that'll do it. Because I think, see, the thing is, I just need to get. Again, you just want to break it. Once it gets loose, you can just turn it by hand.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm a few miles past when I should have changed this thing. So of course, it after a while, even though I only put them on a little bit overhand tight, you just have to wait. Sometimes it's just that you need that one little bit of force, and you see how hard it is to get any kind of torque on that.
Yeah.
So let me go get my wrench, and then we'll try with that.
All right.
I finally found it. Probably only took me 15-20 minutes, right, Tom?
Yeah, it took long enough.
Anyway, here they are. So, guess where they were?
Where's that?
And you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, state trooper. Remember that big toolbox you got me?
Oh yeah,
Gigantic.
for Father's Day, like last year or something.
Yeah, I put them in there so I wouldn't misplace them.
Well, big box, big tools. It makes sense.
Anyway, this is what I'm going to use, guys, and I know I can't get in there from here, I don't think. But I am going to try.
You know what you think.
I know it, I think. And again, got to be careful because these things will just crush.
Yep.
So you don't want to...
You want grip, not crush.
Right, exactly. And I'm going to see if I can even get... I can't... No, it's got to be on the underneath side.
Shame.
Oh, he's on the underneath side. Hey. Because you know why? It's so comfortable laying on this thing. On rocks.
Well, at least we have the thing on the rocks.
Okay. Now, I can't see it, naturally.
And I can't really help you either.
But I can feel. And there it is right there. The problem is... I can't use... It's going to be hard to use both hands on this. Yeah. It's going to be real hard. Mama. Mother. Come on. I can't see. You know what's better, guys? Have somebody else change your wheel for you, and then you don't have to worry about it, because I'm about getting really mad right now.
Just hurts your wallet more.
Yeah. I want to get this one out just to see if I got, so I can have this at least the right size, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's smart. Like get that set to what the right size is, that way you just have to...
Yeah, there we go. You don't want to get this dirty though.
Right. I imagine dirt in the oil is not good.
I'm going to try this way. I'm going to try. I'm going to get really frustrated in a second. So I wonder if it can go this way. Haha. Do I have... Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, now I got to make sure I go right way, because righty tight, lefty loose. Of course, it won't even turn it. I'm trying. Holy smokes. I'm trying to get this as far out to the edge as I can. There we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is too, as you can see, I dented it a little bit. So that mother has to come off now. Now I got to go back under this way. All right, you want to get out of my way?
Well, you said take a look at it, and I couldn't see it.
I didn't say take a look at it.
Well, you said as you can see, but I couldn't see
Oh,
it.
I was talking, basically talking to myself. Guys, this is your nightmare. You know that this is one thing you don't want it to happen. And the worst thing is I can't get my hand on this to actually turn it. If I could even see it, it would even be better, you know?
Yeah.
I think I turned it, but I'm not positive.
It looked like you did.
Wonder if I was even on the right thing.
I sure hope you were.
I just can't get a grip on this thing.
Come on, Dad, get a grip.
Yeah. I'm ready to have heat stroke. Yeah, I'm definitely not on it. What the f is it? Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna have to edit that out, Tom.
Thanks a lot.
I think I'm on it now. This is what's hard. I can't. Oh my God. Okay. Jeez. All I'm doing is denting the crap out of this. I definitely can't get it like that. All right, turn the camera off. We're gonna, because I need your eyes instead of the camera, okay?
Gotcha. You did it.
Yeah, I did it with my hands. I could get both hands down, one on each side, and kind of turn it like that, thank goodness. I might have loosened it with the wrench a little tiny bit. But see, before I take that all the way out, I got to get the oil pan over near it because there's a lot of oil in there. And it's going to come down. So I'm going to bring this over like this so I can just kind of take this off and then put it on. It's very, it's not a very easy thing to do here, you know?
Nope, I've gathered that much.
It's easier if you have a lift or if you have it on ramps.
Yeah.
You see it, it's really pretty far in there, you know?
Yeah, it is. I'm actually surprised how well I can see it from up here.
Here we go. There we go, guys.
Hooray! Finally.
Yeah. So now, I'll wipe all this crap off me. Remember to get that F word out of there, Tom.
Oh yeah.
My bad. Sometimes it slips. Your brain's like a computer. Crap goes in, crap comes out. So you hear that word a lot. When you get frustrated, it comes out. You don't even think about it, you know? All right. So now I got that filter off, right? So my next step is to put the new filter on. A lot easier putting it on than it is taking off.
Which is weird.
Is
to me.
Is it? Okay, so.
You think that'd be the other way around?
So you want to take your new filter, right? And then you want to take some oil, which we're using 5W30 in my car. Get this dirt off my finger. And you want to get some oil on your finger, and then you want to get some oil on that gasket. Okay?
All right.
Probably put the lid back on here so I don't knock it over and have a mess. All right, so now you just want to screw it on. Now for this, I think it's probably going to be easier for me to do it, I think this way, maybe not. Crap. All right, well, I got to go underneath and put this on now.
Hooray.
Yeah. Ugh. I can't get enough of this. Okay,
Clearly
so
not.
I can put the pan back over here now. And I'm going to have Tom direct me.
All right. A little bit left. Yep, you're right on it.
It's very hard for me to...
Actually screw it on?
Yeah, because I can't see if I'm going straight or not, you know?
And also to get like pressure behind it to thread it's probably difficult, huh?
Well, especially when you have oil all over your fingers too, you know?
Yeah.
Just wish I could see it. There we go. So I'm going to get it as tight as I can with my hand down here, which is not very easy because there's oil all over it, you know?
Of course.
So I'm going to wipe my hand off, and I'm going to try to wipe off that filter, and then I'm going to come up there and tighten it.
Okay.
Okay. And this you do not want to use a wrench on at all, because you don't want to dent it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, I had my friend, and Tom knows him, his name's Larry also. Yeah, this one reach down there. I went over his house one time. He's like, yo, I need help. I can't get my oil filter off, right? So I go there. There was nothing left. There was only this rim that was on there.
What happened to the rest of it?
He stabbed it with a screwdriver and tried to turn it because he couldn't turn it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That would explain why you couldn't get the thing off.
yeah. And that's they're so thin, they will just rip the metal. That's why you got to be really careful with them.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
So luckily his was up in here. We could get to it pretty easy.
Oh, that sounds easy.
But so what we had to do is get a screwdriver and put it right to the edge of this and hit it with a hammer to knock it loose. And once you
pry it off.
yeah, and once you got, and my brother, who was in the Air Force, told me that that's what they used to do with airplane oils,
Huh.
oil filters. That they would have to use a screwdriver and knock it loose on there. Okay, so now this guy's you're going to be tightening it righty-tighty, right? So I have to get my hands down in like this, and I'm going to turn it until it gets as tight as I can get it with my hands, you know? It's not that easy. Especially because I'm turning it like basically hardly at all
Yeah.
each time. Okay, that's as tight as I'm going to get it. All right, there we go. And that's pretty tight though. Okay, so your next step is to put your oil plug back in, because you got to have that in.
Right.
If you don't have that in, you're in trouble, right? And there's still, I'm going to clean that off a little bit, just in case there's any dirt on the outside edge of this. And then I'm going to put a little bit of oil on that too. Some nice clean oil. And then I can put this back in, and this you want to tighten pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
Not over tight, but you don't want to just do hand tight, because next thing you know, if this comes out,
It's gonna
like,
leak.
huh?
It's gonna leak.
Yeah, you're gonna have a mess. So at this point, you can move this and find the hole, and make sure you don't cross thread it.
That'd be bad.
Here we go. Get it hand tight for now.
All right, wrench is right here.
Yeah, I know when to get the rag.
Oh.
Because this is how you got to get all the drips off, because this is how you find out whether it leaks or not, you know?
Good point.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
So then you take your wrench, and Tom didn't change it for me, so
I didn't know I had
to.
to.
Well, it's got to be on tight instead of loose, right? Okay, so now I'm going to tighten it. There we go. And that's as tight as I'm going to put it. And that was pretty tight. You might not think it was, but it's pretty tight.
I believe you.
Blood pressure medicine makes me dizzy. Okay, so put that there. Now we're ready to put the oil in.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to get a funnel. Jeez. I'm gonna have to get a funnel for this. And make sure that it's your oil that you're putting it in, okay?
Yeah, it's got a little oil icon.
Because I'm
on
not
it.
gonna try pouring that. I'll pour it all over the place. So I'm gonna get a funnel and I'll be right back.
Cleaning the funnel.
Cleaning the funnel. Don't want a dirty funnel.
There are a few who do.
All right, so your owner's manual will tell you how much oil to put in. This is 5 quarts right here. It usually takes between 4 and 5 quarts for a car. And what I do is I'll fill it up. And you want to keep an eye on your dipstick. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, doo-doo-doo. Look, that's the color it's supposed to be, right? You saw the color.
Yeah. I remember seeing a picture of like a car that went like years and years and years without getting an oil change, and like the engine was just like all gummed up. It looked terrible. All right, so what's the thing you said you're keeping an eye on?
Okay, so the dipstick. Here's the dipstick right here, right? So take it out. Make sure you clean it off first, right? Right?
All right.
You want it in between there, right? On the higher side, not on the low side. So put it in, pull it out, and as you can see, it's only down here.
See, quite a bit more.
So we got quite more to go, right? But that's what you want to do. You want to check it with that, and then, but we're not going to be done then, because then what you do is you start your car up, let it run, so it can pull it into the oil filter.
Ah.
Because the oil filter is going to take, going to use something. Now that's a small filter, so it ain't going to take that much.
But it's not like there's like a limit to keeping the car started, considering driving can take any length of time.
All right, and we're going to check it again. You don't want to overfill it. You can see what I did with my knuckle. That was from...
That was from him scraping himself up.
Yeah, if you see that one piece of metal that's next to it. I think that's how I did it last time, Tom. I got one hand on each side of it.
Yeah, right there.
Good thing that I've been working out. Huh.
Yeah.
The heat is killing me, though. See, there we go. See how it's right in between now? See it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start my engine up. Start my engine up.
Let's put all the caps back and forth.
And then I can check it after that and then see how much oil I have to put in it.
Yeah, all right.
I put my keys there because there was one time I was in there doing, I think I went in the glove box. Then I locked the door. And my keys were still inside.
Right.
Alright, I'm going to let it run for a minute. I'm going to check underneath to make sure that it's not leaking out of the filter or the plug. I don't see anything. We're good.
Yeah, it looks fine from here.
Nothing's dripping. So that's good. Alright. Oh. Like surfing. So much stuff. It always amazes me how much of this stuff gets in your car, with the hood down.
Yeah.
especially pine needles.
Imagine just slip under there.
Engine sounds good. All right, so now I'll turn it off.
That's it?
Well, I got to check the oil now. And you see how low it is now?
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Is that how much oil got pulled into the filter?
Yeah, and it's not just there, it's circulating in there, right? So now you want to
fill it up again.
fill her up again. What did I do with the, oh, blend it in.
Yeah.
Why don't I just get the same color as the blanket?
Well, how would you have known?
Yeah, so, you know, something like this is not too difficult for you to do yourself. You could save yourself a lot of money. I mean, some places have oil specials and all, but it's like Nissan, for my wife's car, they just said a special for oil change, $59.95. $59.95, are you kidding me?
How much exactly is an oil filter?
It depends, I have no idea how much hers is. It could be $6, $10.
I mean, still, that's 10%. 17% on the high end.
Right. Yeah, it's just unbelievable for something, especially oil change. Almost anybody can do it.
Right, and it's not like oil changing like takes a long time to do when you do it, but when the dealership do it, that's like...
No, they're fast. Yeah,
are they?
I mean, they put it up on a lift. Yeah, there we go. So now it's fine. And I'm going to start it one last time and let it run for a little bit and then check my oil one more time. And I am done after that.
All right.
All right, so I'll start it one more time, let it run for a few minutes, and then check it again.
Yep.
You know, it's like, new oil. It's getting all lubed up. Now, it would probably say the same thing if it got new tires, too.
Yeah, probably.
Back tires are a little bit better. We have front wheel drive, that's why. I should just rotate them.
Is that a thing you can just do?
Yeah.
I guess the tires would just be the same, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. You're supposed to rotate your tires every so many miles.
Oh.
That way they get even wear instead of just like it could be wearing on one side of them.
Yeah.
Whew. Anyway, guys, so don't be afraid to do this yourself. I mean, sure, if you have ramps and all that stuff, so much easier. If you have a lift, it's easier. If you have a buddy with a lift, that's even easier, you know?
Yeah. But there's ways to make it easier, but even still, it's not that terrible.
It's not that terrible. The worst part always is getting the oil filter off.
Right.
And especially depending on where it is. You know, some car models, they just seem like they put it in the worst possible place that it can be in, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so now all I'm going to do is just give it one last check. And you're supposed to check your oil when the engine's cold, not when it's warm. But when you're
replacing the filter and all that.
Yeah, then you want to check it.
Then you need
just to make sure
it.
that you have the proper amount in, you know.
Yeah.
And I expect this to be, yeah, it's all the way up there on high, so I'm good.
All right.
There you go. And there I am. I changed my oil and I showed Tom how to do it. So Tom, now you know how to do yours. And you know, my tools are here. I got you a whole thing of oil and your oil filter, so you're good to go.
Well, wait, you're not gonna like get me started or like help out?
No, I told you I was going to show you on my car.
Well, yeah, but I figured that was like show me on this one and then...
No, I showed you how to do it. Now you know how to do it.
Well, I've seen it, yeah, but like suppose I run into an issue where like the filter's in like a really weird spot. I don't know. I mean, like they're different models of car,
Your
almost
filter,
10 years apart.
I can just tell you this right now. Your filter is right over there. I don't know if you can see it from in here, but you'd have to turn your tires and go on from the side to get your filter out.
Okay, well, like you're not gonna like at least like
Nobody showed me how to do it. I did it on my own. I at least showed you how to do it. Now you can do your own now. Hey guys, until next time.
It's kind of messed up.
I'll come out, and I mean, if you run into problems, and you know, you can say, Dad, what did you say to do here? And I'll just tell you, but I'm not going to do your car for you. You're doing it yourself. Until next time, guys, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet on relax. I'll meet you at the lounge, and Tom will be changing his oil.